Okay, so we're going to do a knot. We're going to do a knot that people who use tarps will probably use a lot. It's used in the to facilitate putting up a taut line. When I say a taut line, I'm not referring to a taut line hitch. I'm just talking about the fact that the line is going to be taut. So this end is the anchor. We're going to use a timber hitch. It's one that's used in forestry and tree surgery. I've used it many times when I used to be involved in that type of work. So it's going to anchor. So this is one tree that we're going to anchor to, and then over there will be another tree that will initiate a knot that will allow you to tension your line, so that when you put your tarp on it, it's not going to fly around anywhere. It's nice and secure. So, ooh, excuse me, I'm aching like an old man because I'm an old man. We're going to just fasten it on here so you can see. So imagine this is your tree then that you're going to fasten to. I'm using some old climbing rope just because it's convenient. Some people won't want to use climbing rope because there are negatives to it. It's heavier than, say, paracord, which a lot of people use. When it gets wet, it can tend to sag a little bit, which is why if you're going to use, you want to use a system that will get your line really, really tight to kind of compensate for any sag that you might get if it does rain. It's heavier, so if you're off backpacking or whatever, you wouldn't necessarily take something like this with you. But I'm not backpacking. I'm in a wood. I can drive right up to it, so and I like using it. It's something that's used within the forest school system for setting up tarps, because we can get it free from the fire service and people like that. The offcuts, the ropes that are no longer safe to use for the emergency services. But for us, it's plenty good enough. So let's have a look. So what we're going to do is take the live end and pass it around the tree like so. Give yourself a bit of rope there, and then take it over the standing part, which is what this is, then bring it around, and then all you're going to do, it's quite simple, is just pass it around itself several times until you've actually used up that rope there, so the tail's tucked down at the bottom, and then bring it around and then just pull on it, so that this is going to go in the direction you want it to meet with the tree at the other side. Just bring that down a little bit just in case you can't quite see it. So this will go nowhere. This is in forestry, tree surgery. This is a knot that will often be used for lowering large sections, large limbs out of trees. And you can imagine someone's controlling that from the ground with a friction hitch around the tree to slow its descent. You want something that's going to hold whatever it is that it's meant to, and it's not going to come undone. And I've never seen one of these come undone. So to be honest, it's probably overkill for this particular job, but it's simple. There are lots of other simple ways which I will show you, but this is one that they learn in forest school, so anybody who's thinking about getting involved in forest school, this is one you will be shown. So yeah, there you have it. That's the timber hitch. If you've got any knots that you're interested in learning and you'd like me to show you, just let me know, PM me, whatever, and I hope that's been of some use to you. Until next time, be safe, get out there in the woods, look after each other.